Mega Mag returns next Monday to Friday mornings at 9:25. See BBC Scotland on 1.
I'll be there.
And so will I.
Now on BBC One, it's a case of unrequited love for Toadie.
Neighbors, that's when good neighbors become good friends.
These TV favourites, Saturday at 5:35 on BBC One.
Tonight, outrage after a Scot who battered his wife to death in Spain is released from jail after serving less than 5 years. And supporters of a leading reformer of the Free Church attend a crisis meeting over the row that threatens to split the Kirk. Join me in half an hour.
This is BBC Scotland on 1. Now the 6 o'clock news with Martin Lewis and Moira Stewart.
Injured, one of them is in a serious condition. Repeat, one of them in a serious condition. And there'll be more of that story, of course, on the 9 o'clock news.
From the 6 o'clock team, good evening.
Good night.
Now all Scotland's news, including a full weather forecast in Reporting Scotland.
Tonight, the father of a woman who was beaten to death by her husband in Spain condemns the decision to free her killer.
Pay high premium. I think they just think that I'm going to die and that's it.
Test positive. Frontline Scotland tomorrow at 9:30. BBC Scotland on 1.
The contenders step up to the big black chair in half an hour for the last semi-final of this year's Mastermind.
It's a question of communication.
I had to get him to speak slowly. He has an accent, you know.
But who's arguing with super middleweight champion Steve Collins?
I know, people.
A question of sport. Tomorrow at 8:30 on BBC One.
Telly questions now on BBC Scotland on 1 with Noel Edmonds. Coming up in a few moments on BBC Scotland on 1, the last chance for a place in the final of Mastermind.
What's your favourite post-war poem? Enter our national poll by dialing this number, 0891 555 300. Remember to tell us the title or first line and the name of the poet.
Winning on BBC Two now, Fast Wheels on and off the track, Top Gear Motorsport. You've lit the touch paper, Cindy, but can you stop it? Do you want to? EastEnders on BBC Scotland on 1 in half an hour. Brain Power from the Channel Islands, first on BBC One with Magnus Magnusson.
Time for the final of Mastermind 1996. For now, though, from Mastermind at the Opera House Theatre in Jersey, it's goodbye.
You can see the Mastermind final on BBC One next Monday at 7:30. And coming up next tonight, EastEnders.
Testing the atom bomb, measuring the fallout on humanity. People's Century on BBC Two in 5 minutes.
You're the only person I know who's completely happy with the way she is.
Track down Beck, Wednesday at 9:30 on BBC One.
Undercover with the X-Cars team of Manchester Police on BBC Scotland on 1 in half an hour. Now on BBC Scotland, EastEnders. And Cindy, do you know what you're doing?
seem different, that's all. Did something happen today?
Oh, yeah, watch out.
Has always endeavoured to give you a wide range of high-quality programmes for television and radio, and it can only do this thanks to the unique way it's funded by you, the British public. If you'd like to know more about how that money is spent, then the BBC Annual Report is now available through bookshops and libraries.
In pursuit now on BBC One, real-life drama as it happens. Genetic testing, the new medical revolution. For some it's a lifesaver, but others fear of a genetic underclass. Test positive, Frontline Scotland investigates, tomorrow night at 9:30. There's more hospital drama tonight at 10:15 when we drop in on the staff and patients at Chicago Hope who find out that every day there's a little death. There's a pioneering medicine man on BBC Two in a moment. Dr. Julian Tudor-Hart has transformed healthcare in a Welsh mining village.
What do John Major's nightmares?
Newsnight is on BBC Two at 10:30, but that's the 9 o'clock news. Good night.
Good evening. Around 2,000 jobs are to be created in Fife. A series of announcements is expected in Scotland tomorrow.
And Robin Williams is a boy in a man's body. While on vacation, Ewan McGregor talks about his role in Brass Knob. That's Film 96 tonight at 11 o'clock on BBC One.
And before that on BBC One, a difficult case for treatment, operating under pressure.
Previously on Chicago Hope.
You know what the residents call me? The wuss? Is it the wuss? No, you're the...
Allowed to laugh? Just ask Beck.
Here we are, back in the same room.
But it's not the bedroom.
You're the only person I know who's completely happy with the way she is.
Track down Beck, Wednesday at 9:30 on BBC One.
Double comedy on BBC Two in 15 minutes, beginning with the satire of Larry Sanders and followed by Jerry Seinfeld at 11:40. When heroes go to heaven, they shall be repaid. Timothy Hutton finds Kelly McGillis, a fantasy romance on BBC One in half an hour. The latest from the movie world, first on BBC Scotland with Barry Norman. And let us know your favourite post-war poem. Enter our national poll by calling 0891 555 300. Remember to tell us the title or first line and the name of the poet. At the movies now on BBC One, Timothy Hutton has a new life ahead of him, but you could never have known why or where. Suicide or murder, Judy Davis sets out to uncover the truth behind her mother's death in tomorrow night's late film, A mystery thriller, Georgia, at midnight 15, here on BBC Scotland on 1.
If I wrote a poem for National Poetry Day, I would write it on my television set with fingers wet from the bar of the Queen Vic. If I wrote a poem for National Poetry Day, I would fill it with the sound of studio laughter. This is not the 9 o'clock news, after all. If I wrote a poem for National Poetry Day, I would give it the rhythm of the Top 10 countdown and the anticipation of Top of the Pops. If I wrote a poem for National Poetry Day, I would cram in the drama of Match of the Day and end it with a missed penalty. Your chance to find out the nation's favourite post-war poem, Friday at 10 to 11 on BBC One.
Now, just before we call it today, here's the weather forecast for Scotland for tonight and tomorrow. A band of cloud and rain will clear from southeast Scotland to leave a mainly dry night with clear periods, except for some light showers in the northwest. Winds will be light with a touch of frost possible. Tomorrow will start dry with sunny spells over the bulk of Scotland. However, cloud and rain will spread into northwest Scotland during the afternoon. Freshening southwest winds will make it feel cold. And that's the forecast. Well, that brings Monday's programmes to a close here on BBC Scotland on 1, but we're back at 6 in the morning with Business Breakfast and Breakfast News at 7. At the same time, our colleagues at Radio Scotland begin the day with Daybreak and Good Morning Scotland. But now, with the time approaching 11 minutes past 1, we're just about to put the cat out here at Broadcasting House in Glasgow. So wherever you're watching, this is Charles Hamilton wishing you a very good night and sweet dreams.
Thank you.